Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to this giveaway and hangout. God, that's a lot of blue. How's it going everyone? Welcome to this video and hangout. And that's right, I started a new army and I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. And in this video I'm going to showcase it to you and give away this ultramarine here. I also changed the backdrop for a blue piece of cloth that I had around here. I think it looks a lot better than my gray and dirty table with all of the stuff clogging the view and a lot of shadows. So I think it looks way nicer. And we're going to start. I'm going to start giving away this model. So here we go. This is a giveaway for the month of January. We're almost at the end of February, so it's a little bit late, but I'm going to do it anyway. We have 71 entries this time, quite a bit more than the last month, so thank you very much for becoming my patrons. I was working very hard on those months of January, December, and the end of November. I recently got back to school and I've been very busy, but I'm planning to come back and do more videos very soon, so just wait a little bit. I'll be back. So I'm going to generate a random number from random.org. It's going to be 1 to 71 if I remember with my 3-second memory. 71. Let's see who gets it. Number 43. 43 is Croax. Thank you very much, man, for being my Patreon, and I hope you enjoy having this little miniature. Everyone, thank you very much for supporting my channel. This really helps out me treating this more like a part-time job, because at the moment I haven't been able to take it very seriously because it doesn't give me much returns for the amount of work I do. You guys make it possible for me to spend more time getting the miniatures, buying the models, buying the paints, and getting my ass to work. So thank you very much for being my patrons, and I hope you will continue to support my channel. So we go on to the hangout. So this is my new army, and here we are. Most of this army, these miniatures that I have, are the only ones that I have painted. I have a bunch more miniatures here in my apartment, but the main reason I decided to start is because a friend of mine wanted to start. So I wanted to start with a small 500 points army. This is way below that. Dark Eldar are cheap, their transports are cheap, and their troops are cheap. So it's very different. I still need to paint some more models to get to the 500 points mark. And most of these things, or all of them, I already had them. So some of them are like refurbished or repainted. Both vehicles behind, I had them painted in the colors, normal colors of Dark Eldar, which is green and green, and I decided to go for blue. And the warriors, I had them in sprues, so I had to start from scratch. Lilith, I already had her painted. I'm not sure if I have a showcase or something. I might do it if I don't, but this model I had it from way back. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way it's turning out. Let me show you the color scheme. I'm a little bit worried about it being a little bit too dark for the miniatures, because I use Canter blue and then shaded black, and it looks darker in the cavalry armor than in the vehicles. I'm not sure that bothers me a lot. I think it looks alright. And I'm using resin bases that I had also from a while back. These are the Lost Souls bases from Wargamma, and I think I made a sort of review or unboxing of these resin bases. You can find it on the YouTube's feed, and they're pretty good. Resin bases are a different kind of pain than doing normal bases, because doing normal bases you have to kind of work around the feet of the model and paint all of the sand, let it dry and all that stuff. With resin bases you have to clean them up, you have to prime them and paint them and then attach them, so it's different. I think I like them a lot more because they add a little bit of weight to the model, so they feel a little bit more valuable or something. They don't feel as light as other models, and it gives a little bit of weight to the bottom, which is good to help them not fall if you tip them over. So it's good, and I'm looking for a way to use these same bases, obviously larger versions, on the vehicles. I'm not sure if I want to use those same little rods, plastic rods, and pin them into the resin bases, or should I go for brass rods? Do any of you have any experience of that? I'm very interested on hearing your opinion. I'm leaning to using brass rods, but I don't know how that will help in the transportation. Also, I need to buy foam, so I haven't spent a dime in this army so far, and I'm pretty happy with that. All of these models were stashed at my mother's house, so I pretty much forgotten about them, but here they are, and I'm trying to paint 10 cowlights. I only have 8 so far, need 2 more, and I'm gonna need another 10, and probably I want to put them in venoms, but because I'm trying to play a friend who's just starting, I'm trying to go easy on him, so I'm not going to go full meta list or competitive. I'm just gonna paint whatever I like. Of course I like the warriors. I have a bunch of witches, if you remember. I had them painted. I might just change the color scheme a little bit. Like here I have one of my old witches. She has the blue colors already, and she looks alright. So also, I'm not sure about what cabal is this, what color scheme is this. I remember this color scheme appeared on How to Paint Citadel Miniatures. Mine is a little bit different, not much. It has a little tweaks just to save time. And I'm not sure which cabal is this, or what to put on the banners and stuff, because I'm not super familiar with the Dark Eldar fluff. Although I know what they do and how they came to be, I'm not very familiar with their houses or cabals or however they called. So I also been around in forums and talking with people that play Dark Eldar, and I got in some good ideas about how the army works and what models to buy once I finish painting the stuff I have. So the only thing that I really need now is foam. So I'm gonna try to save some money for that, and yeah, that's it. If you like this color scheme, I may be able to do a tutorial on it. It's not super complicated, and it looks pretty good. So if you would like to see it, just let me know in the comment below, and I might do it. So this time I started to paint this model super simple, trying to paint a lot of them quickly because I wanted to start playing. They're not badly painted. They're alright. They're pretty good, I would say. Some don't have highlights on the blacks. I leave the black as it is. That's the only place I think I slack on the paint job, but most of the other colors are pretty good. well applied. Some edge highlights are not as thin as I would like, but the color scheme overall is as quick as I can, pretty good quality, and there we go. One of the models that took me the most time was, of course, the Raider, and it's a little bit it tips a lot, so I'm concerned about that. But the most tiresome part of doing this was painting the crew, or the driver and the gunner. But I think it's almost necessary to paint them. I didn't have them recently before I refurbished it or repainted it. It didn't have the crew, but now I added them in, and I think it looks a lot better. All of the edge highlighting, it's a little bit time consuming, but I think it pays off, and it's not as boring as I would I don't know, highlighting something else, even though it looks very intricate because it has a lot of lines. You just take your time, just do your painting sessions, paint for an hour or a couple of hours every other day. Eventually you'll get there. Don't try to beat yourself over it. If you want to play, just assemble it and have it primed, but work on it little by little, so that you don't burn yourself out. So I think I like it a lot. I like a lot how it looks. I like the bases a lot, the gray and snow. I eventually want to change them to the resin bases to add more weight to the bottom. So I like it very much. I think the only issue I have, a little issue, is that the color of the Cavalite Warriors, it's a little bit darker than the vehicle itself. So it looks different, but I think it fits anyway. So in part is the issue that I don't use airbrush. I don't have a good airbrush. I have a very crappy one, and I didn't want to I couldn't apply the wash evenly over the surface with brush, and I'm using brush to paint this. So I tried mixing the counter blue with black, but I need to do a big batch of mixed paint to paint all my vehicles, because you have to mix it each time you need more paint, and it's a little bit of a drag. So I decided to go with just pure counter blue instead of messing around with it. But yeah, overall I like it a lot, and let's move on to the Venom. Venom was my favorite vehicle to paint out of the two. So as you can see, some parts are not highlighted, like the little banner is not highlighted. It's just matte black, and stuff like that. You can see some brush marks here, but that's because it's repainted. It had a little bit of issues from the previous coat of paint that I applied, so it looks a little bit weird from close up. From a distance you can't really tell, so I think it looks pretty good. And I tinted the window with a little bit of Tamiya Smoke clear paint, and I think that gives it a little bit more it makes it fit with the dark blue scheme overall of the army, and I want to focus on those dark colors with a little bit of a red accent on the hair and little stuff like that. But yeah, I think I like this color scheme a lot. The only thing I want to change now is the bases. I want them to fit with the resin bases of the rest of the army, and I think they look pretty good. Yeah, that's it. Just let me know what you think. The fluff of the army, as far as I know, it doesn't have any. I was thinking a lot about my days of playing Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. I remember how I liked the fluff of the Underdark or the World of the Dead. I thought about a lot of the color black and blue, and how blue is actually better for camouflaging on the night. So so if you're trying to look at something in the dark, if you're wearing black, you're gonna see it as the darkest shadow in the night, so it's gonna be visible, as opposed to dark blue or navy blue or midnight blue. It's a lot harder to look at it on darkness. So that's how I decided the color. Also, I was working on some Night Lords models, and I like this color a lot, so I went with that. So I don't know what the fluff might be of this army. Pretty much it would have something to do with the void or darkness or something like that. I'm not sure yet. So that's it. That's how we're doing right now. And I would like to get more venoms, another raider, and I think 2 squads of warriors, and I think I can start with that. So yeah, just let me know what you think about this, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and read some comments, and then we'll wrap this video up. So we didn't get a lot of comments on this the previous hangout, so I'm just gonna rush through them and see if I have other comments somewhere else. But yeah, so let's see. Sosa Games asks for, can you make more Tau Empire tutorials? Yes, I can. I have a couple of Tau miniatures in there. Just let me know which color scheme would you like to see. I already did the Tau Sept, but I think I could update it if that's what you want. But the only ones that I think that are more relevant right now are that one and the white color scheme. I also did the I don't remember how it's called, the one that is dark red, and I think it came out okay. So yeah, I can do some. And then Faust seconds this request, so I might get into doing some of that. I'd love some Tau, Matt KP says. So yeah, that makes 3. So Nightcloak 01, it says about the fluff about the ward bearers. It says they used to use gray and metallic, and they turned red colors during the betrayal of cult to show their irrevocable treason against the Emperor and loyalty to Chaos Undivided, but not really sure about the actual colors of the word bearers pre-heresy. Looking forward to more videos and tutorials doing my part in Patreon. Not much, but it is something, and I like the idea of exclusive content for Patreon pledgers. Miniware Gaming does it, but I don't know how they do it sometimes, as they will do one part of a battle report on YouTube and the other on their site exclusive. I understand the idea, but still kind of a bummer. Would love to see Salamanders and Iron Warriors of the Horus Heresy. Yeah, I would like to go back to the Horus Heresy series. Some people, I started getting a little bit of a negative comments and dislikers on those videos. Not much, almost the same as always, but I thought that people were a little bit tired of seeing me paint power armor, because it's pretty much the same steps, just with different colors, and some of them require a little bit of thinking about the color and thinking about how we're going to apply certain things, but they're pretty similar. So I think people got a little bit tired, and I didn't want people to get tired about painting armor. But you know what? It's my channel, and I get to do what I want and what people want too. So I'm sorry if you don't like me painting more Horus Heresy, but that's what I decided to do. I have a lot of people supporting that, so I have the models, so I'll get to it. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. You'll have to wait for me to go back to 40k and fantasy maybe, because I have some fantasy models as well, but I want to finish that series. And yeah, I think as you were talking about the ward bearers, I want to do ward bearers, and I want to do salamanders and iron warriors. That sounds great. That could be very much the lineup for the next videos. I could also do the Dark Eldar that I talked about, and Tau in between, but not sure yet. I have to wait and see. So, sheep shaving. Happy this is up. Working on my Sons of Horus Justarian Terminators that came in the mail today. I love your content very much. Thank you very much, sheep shaving. I'm glad people can find some use to my content, and I do it gladly. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll keep doing them. Yeah. Adam Thompson says the pewter weights to add the bases to the bases would cost more to buy than using a penny nickel, and it's not viable idea. Might try gluing flat stones onto the bottom of bases. Yeah, I understand that it's not going to be as cheap as just using nickel. That was just an idea that came to my mind at the moment, and I don't think it'd be super expensive. I mean, a model made out of pewter may cost around $15, and most of that is because you're buying like the work of, let's call it art. You're buying the actual sculpt that some artist did. So you're paying for the talent and for the materials. So if $15, a bunch of pewter, you can maybe break one miniature up into let's say 10-15 bases, and for $10, I think that's fair. Other companies sell resin bases for $1 a base. So I realize it's expensive, but it's not cheap. But I think it would add something to the bases. Do I stand by my opinion? Yes, but I might be wrong, and I don't really know. So don't take it too seriously. So it's just a weird idea that I had at the moment. But yeah, that's it. Sail Ninja, could you do a tutorial on Dark Angels pre-heresy? I would really like to know how to edge highlight black armor, and if you have any good tips on how to freehand the Dark Angels logo on the shoulder pad. I'm not collecting 30k, but the pre-heresy armor would be great for my 40k Dark Angels Raven Wing. Anyway, keep up the great work. Your tutorial videos are always fun to watch, and I have learned a lot of tips here and there for my detail work. Thank you very much. I have only one concern about painting Dark Angels and Iron Hands and all of those legions that are black, because they're gonna be pretty much the same thing. So I can try out different ways of painting black, like black with grays, black with blues, and somewhere in between. They're a little bit different, but not much. So I will get to that. Freehanding, I don't do much freehanding, and I'm not much of an expert on painting small details small let's say painting on miniature models. I do canvas painting, but I don't do much painting freehanded. So I might have to practice before I do that, and I think I can do it, but I never tried it. So I don't want to make a tutorial on something that I don't feel confident with. But yeah, I would stick to decals. Seriously, I would just put a decal and make sure that it looks decent, and then paint over it with a fine detail brush and enhance it a little bit. That's what I would do. but at the moment, I don't know if I really need to learn how to do freehand at the moment, but it's a good idea. I'll think about it, I think. So thank you very much, Sella Ninja. And who's next? David Taylor says, would love to see a tutorial on the new dwarf slayers. Yeah, I saw them, but my only concern is that Games Workshop is keeping up with the tutorials of the things that they're releasing, and that might be a problem, because if they get a pretty good tutorial and I am biased on the way they paint, I can pretty much look like I'm ripping them off, and I don't want to do that. But of course, I'm just growing their community and putting my 2 cents on how to paint stuff. I would like to wait a little bit for them to kind of their videos to get old, so that I can do a freshest take on those models, because I don't want to seem like I'm copying them, because most of the colors I use the same colors, so it's gonna be very similar, with a little bit of different opinions here and there, but most of it's gonna be pretty much the same thing. So either I have to move to a higher quality painting, but this is not what the channel is about. This channel is about painting tabletop decently and better, so that you can have beautiful looking models, but not super high quality competition models. This is not my my goal. My goal is just to learn to paint as much things as possible and make tutorials for what I learned. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, I would consider doing the dwarf slayers as well, but I don't have the models yet, and they're too new for me to get them cheap. So well, they're not super new at this point, but they're new. So okay, last comment on this video is going to be Crucial Fixin. I first found your channel while searching for a way to paint my Tyranids, and now I use your fights both for painting tutorials, but also as background inspiration when I'm painting. Because of your videos, I got nominated to Best Painted Army in last tournament I participated in. Thanks for that. Using your guides and techniques have made it more fun for me to paint, and I now enjoy it more than ever. Now I'm working on Iron Hand's army using your paint schemes and ideas, so I thought that the only way to pay some of the gratitude back is to sub as a Patreon. Keep up the good work, by the way. I will make sure that Blackberry gets good spot in my demon army. Oh, awesome! So you're the one that got the Plague Bearer from my last giveaway. Congrats, man, and thank you very much for being my patron. I don't know. It depends on where you are. I've gotten nominated for Best Painted the one time that I played in a tournament as well. It wasn't a very competitive tournament, and most people don't like to paint their models in that game store. But either way, I got nominated as well. So it's I know it feels pretty good, and I'm happy that you got the same experience, because I know how it feels, and it's pretty awesome. And I don't believe that having a well painted army is much of a talent issue. It's more of a diligence and more of a effort on your part to put it in the work and do the models, because most of it is just put yourself to work and paint your models little by little until you have a full painted army. I think that it's pretty rewarding at the end, and it looks pretty sick on the battlefield when you play with a fully painted army. It feels, you feel proud of yourself when you do that, when you go to a game and put on the table a fully painted army that looks sick and pretty good. So, and it feels good as well. So congrats, and thank you for the comment. Also addressing, I think, the Patreon comment. Thank you very much for all of you who are my patrons. It really helps me out. It's, as you may know, I am a college student, and I don't work a lot. I mostly go to school, and the Patreon and YouTube is really part of my income right now. And what I mean is, I don't use that money to buy miniatures or stuff. I use it mostly for what I need, for my groceries, for my receipts. I mean my bills, and that really helps me out. I'm really happy that you guys are there to support me, because if you weren't, I would have to really work a lot more and not have a lot of time to get more classes and all that stuff. And also, I wouldn't have time to paint miniatures. So thank you very much for being there for me, and I hope if more people could get into Patreon, I could spend a lot more time doing videos and buying more miniatures for the videos, and that would be great. Also, I had to improve the quality of this thing, as you may have noticed lately, especially on the Hangouts. The quality is terrible. I don't like it. The lights that I have are terrible. My camera is not that good, and I need more equipment. My computer is very noisy. It gets hot. It's kind of old, so I need a new one. I really need to put in more work into the studio to make more videos and make them better. So thank you very much for being there for me. That's gonna help me out in the long run to improve on quality, improve on number of tutorials that I do, and all of that. So that's great. Thank you very much, and I think that's it. If I forgot to talk about anything, there was kind of a bad comment about Miniwar Gaming that I skipped over. I wouldn't like to comment on that. Miniwar Gaming is a very good company that's been with us since a lot of time and they really helped me out to start the channel as an inspiration and stuff. They pretty much taught me a lot more than I could have learned by myself on the internet about the hobby, and that's one of the reasons that I actually got into it, because the information was there. So they facilitated me the information and battle reports and stuff to learn how to play. So I respect any good or bad review of their site. They're pretty big, so it doesn't really matter what anyone comments on them. They've been successful. And yeah, I don't really like to get into those arguments, but I understand what was said, and I respect it. So yeah, whatever. It's not that I forgot about it, it's just that I didn't want to talk about it. So if you stayed until the end of this video, you get to listen to what I think about that. I don't really care. Like, this is a little bit of a rant of my own. Like, I've been, I've mentioned before that I like playing Destiny. That's a game for PlayStation 4 and also for Xbox. And one of the things that people dislike about it is that they hate Bungie. They hate the company that makes the game possible, and it's pretty funny because it echoes how the community feels about Games Workshop and the other hobby that I have, which is painting miniatures, and also some of the views of people about miniware gaming and stuff like that, that it's kind of negative sometimes. When something gets very popular and people dislike things, I'm not gonna say that they're little things, but there are things to dislike always about everything. So there's a lot of hate out there about things that I like. The things that I like. I'm not talking specifically about miniware gaming, but I'm talking about more about Bungie and Games Workshop. It's pretty funny how things that I like are disliked by other people. So I don't know. So I don't have any extreme opinions. I think that people, if they're looking for money or they're looking for ways to improve their business instead of thinking about their customers, I don't know if I have a problem with that. It becomes a problem when they go bankrupt or something, when we are not able to support them anymore. And I'm not able to support Games Workshop almost at all. I always have to buy at discount or from other people that wants to get rid of their miniatures, because I can't pay for their game store prices. So I sometimes, when I go play, buy some stuff, but I never buy anything big because it's so expensive. So most of the most expensive stuff, I buy them at discount. So and there's no shame in that. If you buy a recast, I don't, but I understand, because it's kind of hard. If you're a college student or somewhere in between the 25 and 30 something, which is the demographic, I think, of this hobby, because that's what I've seen on the demographics of my YouTube channel, and that's where I also land in between those ages. This is the part where we're working and stuff, and we don't have a lot of money. So it's kind of funny that most of us can't support the companies that we like because it's too damn expensive. So yeah, it's whatever. I hope they do well. I hope Games Workshop and everyone that dedicates to the hobbies that I like to really prosper and do better on their business, because I wouldn't like to see them go. I would much rather prefer the hobby to be an elite or kind of a expensive model for rich people and to exist, rather than they going away. So I prefer that. So whatever, that's my opinion. You can disagree with it. Don't take it to heart. I don't really have a hard opinion of it. If you would like to say something to me, go ahead. I won't take offense, and please don't take offense of what I'm saying. It's just my opinion as it is, and that's it. So I think that wraps it up with that little rant there. I think I went a little bit too far. I hope this video is not too long. I have no idea how long it is, but thank you very much for sticking by, and I hope you liked this video, and thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you on the next one. Leave comments to let me know what you'd like to see next, and what you think about things that I said, so that I can respond on the next hangout. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Bye.
You stayed. Great. Thank you very much for watching my video, and if you would like to further support my channel, you can become my Patreon on Patreon. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, and you are helping me create more and better content. If you can't, that's fine, because you're helping my channel a lot just for watching and sharing, but you can read all of the details if you follow the link in the description below. I hope you can spare $1 to make this hobby of mine a job for which I can get paid. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.